Welcome to Explore with AI. Today we imagine what if the sacred Saraswati River had never disappeared? Once mentioned over 70 times in the Rig Veda, this mighty river is now lost to time. But what civilizations might have flourished along its eternal flow? Let's explore an alternate timeline where the Saraswati still breathes life into the land. But first, what do we actually know about this mysterious river? Between 5000 and 3000 BCE, a magnificent civilization thrived along the rivers of northwest India and present day Pakistan. Surprisingly, over 80% of Harappan sites were found not near the Indus, but along the Ghagar Hakra, a dried riverbed many believed to be the ancient Saraswati. According to scholars like Michel Denino, this mighty river once flowed from the Himalayas through modern Haryana, Rajasthan, and Gujarat, finally emptying into the Arabian Sea. But around the 2000 BCE, powerful tectonic shifts reshaped the landscape, altering the very paths of these rivers. The Yamuna turned east to join the Ganges, while the Satluj shifted west to merge with the Indus. With its major tributaries gone and the climate growing harsher, the Saraswati gradually faded, becoming a seasonal stream and eventually disappearing beneath the sands of the Thar Desert. But what if the tectonic activity in the Himalayas had followed a different path? Imagine a world where the Yamuna never broke away the east and the Satluj continued to feed the Saraswati. Monsoon rains stay strong across the northwest. With its tributaries intact and rainfall steady, the Saraswati flows year round. From the Himalayas across Punjab, Haryana, and Rajasthan, all the way to the Arabian Sea. This single shift changes everything. Instead of fading into legend, the river becomes a living force, the heartbeat of civilizations, the witness to centuries of cultural and spiritual evolution. In this timeline, the Saraswati isn't lost, it becomes timeless. Rather than disappearing, the Harappan cities evolve, embracing new technologies, cultures, and philosophies as time marches on. Merchants, monks, and travelers journey across its course, exchanging not just goods, but language, art, and timeless knowledge. Rituals, chants, and spiritual traditions continue to flourish along its flowing waters, grounded devotion in something tangible and alive. Its sacred presence echoes through temples that rise along the banks, each one telling a story of faith and reverence. From the Mauryas to the Mughals, empires compete for control of this water, whose waters symbolize power, prosperity, and pride. Majestic forts, thriving bazaars, and sacred shrines reshape its valley into a cradle of civilization, as enduring and vital as the Ganga or Indus. Now imagine modern India shaped by this living river. In this alternate present, the Saraswati still flows, cutting through the land and history with quiet influence. What is now a desert becomes lush and thriving, a ribbon of green stretching across the arid landscape, drawing life to forgotten corners. New bread baskets emerge. Rajasthan and Haryana growing grains and vegetables on once barren soil, feeding millions more. Pilgrims, historians, and travelers follow its winding path, discovering temples, ruins, and thriving towns, rich with legend and legacy. Archaeologists and historians study layers of human history, still unfolding along a river that never vanished but endured decade after decade, century after century. But as with every great resource, the river faces its own set of 21st century challenges. Industries and populations stretch the river's limits, threatening its purity with waste and overuse. Competing needs create conflict. States argue over rights, flow levels, and resource control. The same reverence that preserved the river in ancient times could now inspire a movement to protect it from harm. They guide our migrations, feed our cities, and influence the stories we tell about gods, origins, and destiny. Beneath satellite scans and desert sands, traces of the Saraswati still emerge, silent witnesses to forgotten history. A sacred river not lost to time, but flowing proudly through it. Whether dry or flowing, the Saraswati remains etched in India's soul, a symbol of continuity, resilience, and sacred connection. From myth to possibility, we bring imagined futures and reimagine pasts to life, one story at a time. Subscribe to Explore with AI for more such alternate histories.